Good tonight. Oh, look there, 7, 8, 9.
All right. But hell yeah, I mean, we'll get to what we get to, and what we don't get to, we'll do it next week.
This is gonna be the show. Just what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. What's up, boys and girls? It's K&E once again. There's that notification. Get your notification by hitting subscribe and hitting
That little bell next to it, because you never want to miss us when we come on live.
Before we get too much further, I'm E, and that's
Okay, as
K&E.
always.
Hit that subscribe, hit that bell. Let's rock and roll.
All right,
We're going to
brother.
talk about a few things
What
tonight.
we got tonight?
Let me tell you what we got tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about that Proposition 42 ending.
Uh-huh.
And how they just going to open up the borders. We're going to discuss that.
Oh, you're determined right off the bat you're going to get me on my soapbox, right?
Soapboxes are coming out tonight. We're going to talk about a little bit about Pat McAfee jumping sides.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all don't know him, he's a sports
broadcaster. Personality, you might
Yeah, we'll
say.
talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about Patrick Mahomes. I'm
Actually,
sorry,
we're gonna
Jackson.
talk about Jackson.
Jackson Mahomes. He be effing up.
His
We're going
less-
to discuss that.
Patrick's lesser-known brother who wants to be the more known brother.
Right.
Uh-huh.
We're going to talk a little bit about Africa is cracking up. And we're going to hear a little bit about some reparations.
And I think it's literally cracking up.
Literally cracking up. Africa. Cracking up.
All right.
How the hell's your day going, brother?
My day
Did
out.
you take my cigarette? You
No.
took my damn
I
cigarette.
did not.
I just lit that damn thing. I guarantee you, when they watch this later tomorrow, they're going to say, he took his damn cigarette. I'd have swore I lit a cigarette while the song was playing.
Nope.
I think
Now
took
you're
my damn
completely
cigarette.
off the show. Where was we going?
Well, every show you steal my cigarettes. But I do. I want to hit a little bit about Proposition 42 hitting us. This,
Well, let's go. You're going to get me on my soapbox, but
this
tell me
is a
what's
law.
on your mind.
This is a law that came in.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I spilled my beer. I got excited. I throw beer everywhere.
Well, quit doing crack before the show starts.
He's probably right. But
Do you just want to start over?
no, we're good. We're gonna carry this show on. Technical difficulties and contributed to the fact that Kyle stole my cigarette. He stole it. I know I lit one. I ain't crazy. You don't it. Anyway, Proposition 42 is ending. Biden has ceased it.
Oh, Biden?
Biden.
Oh, Biden has now become Irish.
Well, he's Biden because he's still running Obama's ship.
Oh, I got you. My bad. I got you.
I've been calling him Biden ever since
All right.
he came in the office. He's learned all these tricks from Obama. But so I call him Biden. So
My bad. I thought he went Irish on us.
He's a dick. But anyways, you know how the Irish are.
Not that we're racist in any way, shape, or form.
Mulvaney's Irish. I mean, at some point, the Irish are going to step in and say, we're not having it like you're not going to represent us anymore.
So who's coming across the borders? Is it the Irish? Is it the...
It's all the illegal aliens.
Oh, okay.
This thing came into effect because Trump set up a process.
Uh-huh.
All the stuff that was going on. You know, when he became president, what all them Democrats do, they did everything to fight him. They spent their whole 4 years not passing any laws or helping the United States. All the Democrats did was try to impeach him.
Exactly.
Which I
They had no concerns about what was going on in America. Just what can we do that's against Trump?
Right. And the one thing that he had was illegal border crossings. And what they do, they's like, oh, well, we should give the people illegal aliens, all the gang lords and drug runners and drug dealers. We need to give them safe refuge over here when they try to jump out from the cartels on their own and open up their own business. Yeah. It's like, just let them come on over.
And I'm going to jump right in here because I told you you'd get me on my soapbox. But we actually discussed this earlier. You know, they was all for as long as they're all coming into Texas. What happened when they start busting their asses to California?
Yeah.
They start busting their asses to Washington and all
Yeah.
that. Oh, Mr. Democrat, you ain't so happy with that, are you? No, that's a Texas problem. Texas should open your arms and hug them and say, you come on in and murder all our citizens.
Right.
No, we don't need that in California. We got our own homegrown murderers up here.
We got the Texas style homegrown murderers, and we taking care of them some bitches. But yeah, that was the beautifulest thing I ever seen Trump do. He's like, oh, you gonna force my hand? We're gonna let them come across the border. Here's what we're gonna do: leave them on the bus. Just show them where 144 goes all the way up in
right.
Show them Route 66. Take them to Chicago and New York up there. Show them some historic scenery on the way. It's like, come on, is Chad allowed?
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't saying no hello there.
Chad is allowed. But,
say hello.
Yeah, they wherever the Clintons live, I don't know where they're residing at now. But they don't want the illegals in their state because they've got the hook on murder,
Yeah.
They can't have any more murderers there because they're there.
Yeah. The Clintons are some killers.
Oh, yeah.
Epstein did not hang himself.
That's right.
Epstein, he done it. He did all that bad stuff.
Oh, yeah, he's no saint.
But he did not.
But he did not kill himself.
Not one bit. What's up to the Darren Mitchell boy? One half of the Mitchell boys.
One half of the Mitchell boys.
Cheers to you, buddy. But yeah, it's going crazy out there. And now they've got the borders are already starting to open up pretty hard. Yeah. El Paso's getting overrun, and it's getting bad down there. They had a news crew go out there to try to show what's happening in El Paso. This newscaster trying to set up his camera, and they started running up on him. They started pushing him and shoving him, telling him, don't film me, this and that.
Yeah.
Guy was tatted up. He had gang tats on him. Don't film me. I ain't supposed to be here. It's like, none of you supposed to be here. Not one of you supposed to be here. But
it says it in the name. Illegal aliens. Yeah. What more needs to be said? It's in the name.
Boom. Why ain't we getting it over here?
Well, we are getting it.
Yeah.
The Democrats ain't getting it.
No. Biden over there still trying to just make sure he's ruining Trump. Because now we're at the point where Trump's about to come back and run again. So now he's not even caring what's going on. He's going to bring in all the illegals and this and that and just leave a mess for Trump. It's just Biden.
But why did Biden and all his stooges, well, he's the stooge for the Obamas, but what did all of them do? All right, first, we're going to let y'all in. We want all the illegals in the country. We're going to with open arms. Now that we're full up, what's the next thing we're going to do? Now we're going to allow you to vote.
Yeah.
Well, who the hell do you think they're going to vote for? They're going to vote for the president that said, come on in.
Come on in. Sell your drugs over here.
Sell your drugs. Murder you 3 people on the way across. I mean, just those 3 are on us.
Yeah. Bring your drugs. I'll buy some of them Tylenol 19s you get hot.
Right. So who the hell you think they're going to vote for?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a scam from day one, and that's all it is now is a scam.
It is, man.
Let's get as many illegal voters over here as we can get.
Right. Like there was this one interview with this one illegal alien who's already in El Paso, which is, am I mistaken, is El Paso a Texas town?
Yeah.
So that's part of the United States.
It is.
So he already got across.
Exactly.
And part of his little interview was, he's like, I've tried to do the online app that y'all set up during Trump's thing. Because what did Trump always say?
Come in legally.
Come in legally. If you come in, do it legally, and we don't have a problem.
Yeah, I don't like hearing this bullshit. America was built on immigrants. It was. They came here legally.
Yeah. We took them 3 big ships.
Right.
Can anybody name those ships? You get a free shirt.
I was like Paris Lumber on it, but you'll get a free shirt.
But anyways, let me see. Yeah.
903 barbecue.
But so this interview goes on, and the guy's talking about how he's trying to bring his family across, and his 5-year-old son.
Right.
He's got a 5-year-old son with him.
Who's already tatted up and knows how to use it.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah. He's probably carrying an AR-8.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, half of a 15. But he comes over and the guy's tatted up. He's got half of a 9, 7, 6.5.
Just going with the
Anyways,
story. Don't try to math.
so this guy's got bullet holes in his shoulder, so he's wearing a wife beater.
Yeah.
He's got bullet holes. He's like,
Are they fresh or are they?
No, they were all healed up.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, I'm just trying to find a better place for me and my family. I brought my son and my wife and our family. We're trying to get better.
My son's young. I need to teach him how to kill.
Yeah, they asked him, do you belong to a gang over there? He's like, I did. He's like, but I tried to do the online app and it wouldn't allow me, or it would say there's no longer any slots available. The guy had felonies. He has a murder charge on him.
Right.
He had burglaries, all kind of drug possession, drug dealing, murders. That's the guy we want working at our McDonald's over
Right. He wants out of his country because they're about to lock his ass up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what's hitting the border.
Yeah.
It's like I said all the time. 10 Mexican families hit that fence.
Yeah.
And they make it over. I'll guarantee you 3 are trying to get a better life
better
for
life.
themselves. The other 7 got duffel bags on their back full of drugs trying to get in here.
Yep.
And all they're trying to do is either bring it in for the cartel or they're trying to cut from the cartel, get their own lines going.
Right.
So don't sit there and tell me it's to make a better America or a better place for illegal aliens to grow and raise a family.
Right.
If they're not doing nothing, if they're just orange farmers, come on over here. Show us a better way to grow these oranges. Come on in. Make a better place for our society. Help out.
Exactly. And
Learn, get in here legal. Be able to vote if you want to. That's fine. But you're gonna be a member of society. Right. You're gonna pay taxes. Now, I'm getting real tired of paying taxes for some crap because you don't have to pay nothing.
Yeah, that's a whole nother subject. I'm getting tired of paying taxes for a lot of sons of bitches that don't pay nothing.
I know.
I'm not getting on that slippery slope.
I said, look, man, I need a day off tomorrow. He said, why you need a day off? I said, I worked my ass off all week so your kids could get extra income credit.
I don't know if I'd have told that story on here, but
that's just a joke between me and my buddy.
But no, I mean, we're bottom line, can't stress enough. We're all for it if you come in legally.
Yeah.
But if your name includes the word illegal, you shouldn't be here.
Right.
And we should be allowed to shoot them. Okay, man.
We're mad. But no, I think we've got to put down some precedents, man. It's got to be. We can't just open up the borders and say just come on in. We're gonna get overrun. Did you see all the stuff at the Matamoros?
Yeah.
All the people running across the river right there.
Yep.
They were using flashlights or cell phones and stuff like that. It's chaos. And I don't know how many times I go to Walmart at times and I had to cash the check there, and I'll have some illegal aliens in front of me with a translator telling the Walmart girl how much money to send to Matamoros.
Right.
And it's like the guy he's sending like $2 or $3 grand.
Yeah.
And I see these guys like every week. How are you making $2 or $3 grand when I'm over here paying taxes?
Right.
I'm not making $2 or $3 grand. I want to know where's my money.
Right.
I've been here my whole life. My mom, my dad, my grandpa, their grandparents was born here. We need to take care of America. Am I getting too sideways here?
No, I'm just don't walk a slippery slope.
I'm gonna calm it down because I think I'm getting to that point where I'm about to throw some Alamo comments out there.
Right.
And I know we're trying to calm me down for talking about the Alamo.
But no, I had a buddy who used to go up there and hunt all the time, which I've been to Matamoros.
At the Alamo? Oh, down there?
Yeah. And he said he'd get out right in early morning, right before the sun come up, getting set up so he could deer hunt.
Yeah.
And he said 4 or 5 times he saw dudes running through that field out there with duffel bags on their back.
Yeah.
And he said almost shot the first one, not because he was wanting to shoot the guy, but he thought it was a deer running across.
Right, yeah.
Or he didn't almost shoot him, but he brought up the scope and that's a guy.
Yeah.
And so he went and asked the other hunters out there, hey, what's with all this? They're running drugs.
Yeah.
Is it you see one of them, you stay silent, you don't make a noise, you don't do nothing. They're running drugs, and they will kill you if they think you have seen them.
Yeah, you can't mess with them.
That's just dudes out there wanting to deer hunt.
It's illegal gang members.
Yeah,
Violence
I know that's what they're doing. They're running drugs.
Yeah.
But,
and I know y'all. Well, I shouldn't even say that because I was going to make about a comment about we're all concealed carry and unconcealed carry up here.
right. Well, I'll go on
Ways
that.
are going to get crossed. But like I said, they're already bombarding El Paso.
Right.
San Diego is next. San Diego's already got the word. They're already heading up there. What?
No, because that San Diego, that's in California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Democrat country.
Well,
They're not going to allow them up there. They don't want them in their states.
That's true.
They just want to keep them in Trump states.
Yeah.
They want to keep them in Texas.
Yeah.
And I told you not to walk a slippery slope, but I'm going to walk it. It's going to be like ISIS came to Texas. You know, they came here. They said, we're about to show these Texas boys. Well, the score was Texas 2, ISIS 0 real quick.
That's right.
And they didn't want to mess with us no more.
Matter of fact, I don't even hear much about ISIS anymore.
No. But no, they're not. They'll send them to these Democratic cities, but they're not staying there.
Yeah.
Pelosi and Obama and all them, they gonna ship them back quick as they can.
I think Pelosi got pretty pissed off when Trump gave them their address.
Yeah, they went to her house.
It's like, we ain't having it.
You're on TV tonight, you know. Oh, open your arms, invite them in. You know, I wouldn't mind if they was my neighbor. The very next day, she said, "Hey, get these people off my lawn." You know, no, you can't have it both ways, bitches.
Hell, Pelosi.
Yeah, what Pelosi used to keep them out of her property, or anybody, not just
them walls and gates.
Them gates, them walls, right? Yeah. So how come we can't have a wall?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you remember when all that was going on when Trump was talking about building the walls?
Bud Light, vapes, and Latinas, my favorite thing. Where you go, Jeremy? I even had to put on my old man spectacles just so I could see that one.
Well, we ain't talked about Bud Light and vapes yet, but we will here shortly.
I'm sure it's coming.
I think there was a show or two back. But I'm glad to have you there, Jeremy, wherever you're from, feller.
He's from San Diego.
You ain't one of them San Diego Democrats, are you?
Probably. But anyway, back to what we was talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, Pelosi, she was upset about him coming up there. New York pushed him back out. Chicago tried to push it. Don't send them up here.
Yeah.
But seriously, San Diego's about to get a couple of busloads of them. Well, you know, they're all bombarded El Paso.
Right.
And they're like, hey, get on this bus. We'll take you some pretty cities.
Yeah. But, I mean, even at that, which, like I said, they're not staying in San Diego because that's Democrat country.
Yeah, that's Mulvaney country.
Right.
Trans.
All they do in San Diego is love Mulvaney, drink Bud Light, and use vapes. But
there you go. We got them all in there, Jeremy.
But, you know, but even at that, even if they did stay, so we're going to send thousands across the Texas border.
Yeah.
And they're going to tell us, y'all should open your arms. You should embrace them. They just want a better life.
Yeah.
What's a bus hold? 32?
Something like that.
We're sending 32 of them to San Diego.
I think there's going to be more than just the one bus.
Yeah, but you get the point. You know.
I'm hoping they send a whole bunch over
We're not sending thousands at a time over there, and they can't handle the 32 that we sent to Pelosi's house.
I think they already, if they're dumb enough to get on the bus once they're over here, like, hey, we're going to take you over here to this nice place. They got orange trees and shit. You'll love it. I think they ought to take a left from Texas, go straight along that border, and then hit that garage door, open it for that automatic gate opener, and go right into Mexico.
That's
park
right.
The van, park the bus, and just keep fuck out and just walk. Sorry. I tried to cover it up, and I still said it.
Twice.
Right.
All right, moving on. What's next on the list?
All right, we're going to get off that
way
subject.
too upset here.
Jackson Mahomes.
Mahomes.
It's not Mahomes.
It's not.
Mahomes. The brother Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Mahomes. Is effing up.
That's a very easy way to put it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most people have probably heard about it, but he's, he got picked up. He's facing charges for sexual assault.
Right.
Well, what the latest news coming out is, even though, the lady had video of him doing this and all that, well, all their high-priced lawyers, they had all that redacted. That wasn't to be seen. That wasn't never going to show up in court. Nothing. It was just going to be his word against hers. Well, they went to the hearing. They had a judge. Apparently, he's an old-time Texas boy because he believes in the laws. I have no idea where the judge is from. But anyway, he's in agreement with the rest of us. He said, I think all this is relevant. We're going to open it up and show it to everybody and force them to release all of that. So, little spoiled rich kid, about to find out what it's like to spend time in jail. I didn't want to spend all day talking about him because, one, he ain't worth talking about. And yes, I do have notes. Yes, I'm putting on my old man glasses.
That's counted me last week. Yes, Eddie, I'm not reading notes.
I have notes. But just a quick little rundown of the bull crap this kid has done. Everybody heard about him pouring water on the Ravens fans.
Yeah, him and that girl all the time, yeah.
And Patrick, he actually defended him. He's like, well, before the video, the video doesn't show what they were saying to him. It doesn't show what they're saying to my wife. Yeah,
and they didn't have two shits idea who he was.
No.
At the time.
Until he stood up there screaming it.
Yeah. He calls himself a TikTok influencer.
Right.
And he's up there like, well, I'm Patrick Mahomes' brother. Right. I can do what I want. All right.
Well, now he's learning that he can't do what he wants.
Anyways, I know I cut you off there.
No, feel free to jump in, brother. That's why it's a two-way conversation. But, he has danced on Sean Taylor's memorial, which was number 21 painted on the field.
Yeah, and that was tasteless. That was
completely.
Yeah, that was uncool. That's a memorial, right, to a person who has passed.
And then this idiot comes in, who apparently thinks we're idiots, and says, "Oh, I didn't realize that was a memorial." No, he wanted to film a TikTok video. The memorial was roped off. I mean, it ain't like they just painted it on the side of the field and left it there.
Yeah.
It was roped off. It was a memorial to Sean Taylor, who had been murdered.
Yeah.
He went over the ropes so he could shoot his little TikTok video. He's a piece of crap is what he is. Goes into a local bar. And apparently they didn't just make everybody get up off their table so that he could sit down. It was, sorry, Mr. Mahomes, we'll have your table ready in a minute. Throws a fit. Well, I can shut y'all down. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? Well, first off, you ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Your brother's kind of somebody, but
not there, but kind of.
Well,
we ain't Chiefs fans.
No, we're not. But I mean, that leads me to Mahomes, and I'm sure we'll get some crappy comments on this. But even if you are a Chiefs fan, you have to understand, where would Mahomes be today?
Yeah.
If the refs weren't completely up his butt. I mean, that's probably why Jackson Mahomes feels that way.
Yeah.
Well, when my brother does something wrong, the refs just look the other way. Yeah. Or when my brother does something wrong on the field, the refs get together and they fix it for him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm his brother, so y'all should just get out of the way and fix this for me.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
That's where he gets that from.
We're gonna let you know what we feel like. Jackson Mahomes. Mahomes. What's it? Am I really pronouncing it wrong?
Yeah, Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Right.
Mahomes.
After the wedding, it'll be Mahomes / Kelsey.
Gotcha.
Right. Right.
The biggest joke in Kansas City.
Now, that's right. Now it's aggravated sexual assault. We covered that just a minute ago. Now, I know you got something to say there.
I got something to say on that, but we'll go.
Let me get this one point, and you can get it. All right. Now, Brittany Mahomes, Patrick's wife, is now defending Jackson Mahomes. He's just understood. He's just a young man. He's just trying to live his life. Well, first off, what I'd like to tell Brittany Mahomes is, you know damn good and well you're only married to Patrick because he needs a female in his life so people won't understand that he's out doing dudes. You know?
Beard. That's just beard.
So some people have a trophy wife. You'll never be a trophy wife. I promise you that. She's just that wife to cover up the fact that he would much rather. Yeah, his favorite part of game day is showers with the boys.
So what you're saying is, if you drop your wallet in Patrick Mahomes' house, don't reach
just
down.
Leave your wallet there.
Just kick it some bitch into the curb and then pick it up outside.
Exactly. There ain't enough money in your wallet to bend over in front of Patrick Mahomes and pick it up.
Mahomes. The second biggest joke in Kansas City.
Right.
We're not the fans.
Like I said, as soon as Patrick gets rid of Brittany, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes / Kelsey.
They're going to hyphenate.
They'll hyphenate. Oh, yeah, you know.
Kelsey probably Kelsey Mahomes.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got a comment about that.
I'm ready to hear it, brother. I just kind of got on a roll there.
I hear you.
I cut you off. I apologize.
Now this happened, I guess, in February. This whole Mahomes thing, where he was at a bar and he go ahead.
You call him Mahomes all you want, brother. I think it adds personality.
If you ain't a contributing member of society, I don't think we should pronounce your name right.
Okay, that's all I had to say. Go ahead with your point.
Because my name is, I ain't going to tell my last name because they'll come hunting me. But I was going to give the meaning, and we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, Mahomes. Let me tell you what I think. You think just because you got a highfalutin brother and this and that,
talk
that you're just going to be the brother of somebody and can get away with anything you want.
Right.
All right. So you go into a bar, they say assault. I don't know all the circumstances, so I'm like iffy on the assault of the waitress. They said he shoved her. So in today's time, I mean, you can just be walking by and just bump into somebody. It's an assault anymore.
No, he assaulted her. He held her against the wall. I'm talking
about the first person in the bar, the waitress.
Oh, okay.
The thing that happened to the club owner is one thing, but before that happened, he assaulted a waitress and shoved her down, is what they say.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And then he went into, that happened, and the bar owner got pissed, and he's like, well, hey, can we talk privately, like in your office?
Right.
So they go into his
ass gonna try to be an adult.
He goes into the office, and then he grabs her by the throat, holds her against the wall, throws her head back, and he kisses her 3 times. Unwanted sexual advancement right there. That right there should have just put his ass in jail.
Right.
But he did not get arrested. Charges were filed, and then some talking went down. Because he said, if you say anything or you do anything, I'm Jackson Mahomes.
Right.
You don't know what I can do at this bar.
Yeah.
And as soon as she got out of the room, she ran up and told a couple of people that worked there, like, hey, he held me up. Look at my neck. I got bruises and this and that. He kind of sexually assaulted me in there.
And then came back a few days later to tell her, do you know all I could do for this bar because I'm Jackson Mahomes?
Right. Well, then she went out and told her boyfriend after he
Yeah.
came back in there and said that. Her boyfriend came out there and said, "Hey, that's it. You and your 4 friends are out. Get the hell out of this
Which
club."
is how it should have been.
Right.
I want to address a couple comments up here. If
All
you
right.
don't mind. All right. First, Jeremy, blaspheme. That's my Texas Tech QB and the future GOAT. All right. I am a huge Texas Tech fan. I'm from Texas. I'm really not that far from Texas Tech, to be honest with you. Love Texas Tech. One of my best friends in the world. Both his daughters went there. And, I've been down there. I met coaches. I've met, huge Texas Tech fan. Just, sorry, brother, not a Mahomes fan.
And we're not talking about Patrick. We're talking about Jackson, the brother.
Well, I don't like Patrick either, but I'm with you about Texas Tech, buddy. I'm all in on
Well, I
Tech.
get that. I understand that.
With all, everything being told the truth, I'm also a Raiders fan, so I have to hate anybody that plays for the Chiefs. So,
Yeah, and I'm a Texans fan. I ain't seen a Super Bowl since '71 when they were still the Oilers. So, anyways,
Enrique agreed, Jeremy. LOL. I didn't know this part of the story. Just saw the video where he forced the kisses. What a jackass. But
Yeah.
yes, I will say that, and I'm not backing up because that's Jeremy's quarterback.
yeah,
But yes, that is Jackson Mahomes. That's not Patrick.
yeah, we're not talking
Mahomes.
about Patrick. Now,
But
I'm gonna be honest about Patrick. He sucked.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Not
He
going to
sucked.
change my mind on that. But yeah, what a jackass.
Yeah,
And that's the absolute truth. He's somebody famous, his brother, and therefore he thinks he's somebody.
right. And that's a cool last name right there, Enrique De La Cruz.
I think you got it right.
Every cartel member out there wants to be a De La Cruz. How do you not like that at the illegal Mexican food joints?
I wish you wouldn't call our viewers, cartel members.
I didn't call him one. I said what all cartel members would like to be called. So what's your name? Enrique De La Cruz. That's so cool of a name. I would buy drugs. But just little ones, like tall mile 19s.
Enrique, I love you. Don't listen to him. I do not think you're cartel.
Thanks for laughing. I appreciate you understanding the joke, man. We're just having fun.
Jeremy put up a goat.
He still thinks we're talking about Patrick. We're talking about Jackson.
Please remind me to go in and figure out how to take that goat off of the options as to what you can put in text.
Make it a crying puppy.
Yeah. But
Texas fan, Raiders fan. You ain't getting no goat love on the Chiefs here, baby. Matter of fact, you're not getting so much love. I'm like another cigarette for Kyle Steele.
or old Brady. I don't want to see no goats on Brady. And let me tell y'all, first off,
He's got something to say.
if you'll shut up. First off, this is nothing we even talked about going into this. Anybody who's ever met me, anybody who's ever listened to our shows for any length of time knows I am a Raiders fan, and that comes with the fact that you hate Tom Brady. You ate every ounce of Tom Brady. You ate every word that comes out of Tom Brady's mouth. Have you heard?
Have you heard?
Not them, you.
Oh, please.
Tom Brady is now a partial owner of the Raiders.
I have heard that. I wanted to come and see how you're doing, buddy, when I heard that.
I'm not doing well at all. That is pissing me. I hate Tom Brady.
We should boycott.
Every Raider fan in the world hates Tom Brady, and now he's part owner.
Tom Brady is effing up the NFL.
He's effing up my Raiders.
We can't even talk shit about Brady no more because he's the owner. Is he full half owner?
I have no idea, but I can still talk crap about him because he don't write my paycheck.
Screw Brady. I'm sick of him.
All right, that's enough beer for you.
No, it's not. It's about to be your turn.
Enrique said he's in talks to be partial on it.
Well, he already
So,
is, isn't he?
I mean, yeah, Mark Davis ain't never going to give up, majority shares of the team or anything. But it's going to, Brady's going to be in there. And I'm waiting on him to be like the Major League movie where he buys the team and then he says, I'm going to reinstate myself.
I'm reactivating.
Right.
Oh, darn.
And the first thing he's going to do is get rid of Garoppolo. He can't stand to have Garoppolo anywhere that he's at. So.
Yeah, that's a true thing.
Poor Jimmy.
Didn't he threaten the coach or something to get Garoppolo?
Yeah, get Garoppolo the hell out of here. He played too well. We can't have him here.
The thing I hate most about the Patriots is the fact that they sent that worthless ass quarterback coach they had. What was his name? Bill O'Brien. Down to be my head coach.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive you, Patriots. Never.
Well, I'll never forgive them for the tuck rule, but
yeah.
We got real damn sidetracked here, didn't we? Which is fine. I'd much rather talk about whatever the people watching want to talk about than what we got written on a piece of paper. We got real damn sidetracked here.
Anyways, we was talking about Jackson, not Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mispronounce his name until he's an announcer.
But I still don't like Patrick.
We don't like Patrick.
Anyways,
we're moving on. We're stepping up off of this one.
What's next on the list?
We're going to talk about Pat McAfee.
I thought we already talked about Pat McAfee.
We have not talked about Pat McAfee yet.
All right, well, maybe I'm the one that don't get any more beers.
That's right. Pat McAfee, Patrick Mahomes, you probably bled the two together because these goat lovers up and these crying puppy lovers up here.
Well,
Jeremy.
If you call him Mahomes, then I call him McAfee. Anyway.
Pat McAfee is jumping out of his contract to become an ESPN announcer. Analyst.
Right. I've been hearing that. And I heard, well, now this is what strikes me funny. Like a week ago, somebody kind of broke the story ahead of him breaking it. Yeah. That he is going to ESPN. And Pat's up there like, oh, well, I guess that's news to me. Nobody's told me nothing about it, know. ESPN writing a check, and then, a week later, okay, well, I'm moving to ESPN now. Right. So somebody broke the story ahead of him.
Right.
And he is just covering his tracks or covering his back because he hadn't broke the story.
Right.
Translation, he hadn't signed his name on the piece of paper yet.
Right. And you folks know who Pat McAfee is. All right, he
used to play for the Indianapolis Colts.
He was a kicker for the Colts.
Right. Now he
became a color analyst or a color.
No, he just does a podcast.
Well, he does a podcast now, but he was actually an analyst once before.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with my story.
He was a WWE announcer at one time, color commentator.
Well, for a cup of coffee.
Well, yeah, probably.
I mean,
But now he's got his own show.
He's like a special guest.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he's got his own show now. What's it called?
The Pat McAfee Show.
Well, there you go. It's in the name.
I mean, just throwing that out there.
But now here's my question. Now he was getting paid $120 million for a 4-year contract from FanDuel.
Yeah.
Which I guess is his big sponsorship.
Right.
But he jumped from that going to ESPN. Now, going to ESPN, they're guaranteeing him an 8-figure salary, which we know 8-figure. Once you hit $10 million, that's an 8-figure salary.
But it could be 99.
It could be. Is it a bigger contract for more time? And his ESPN time is going to be middle of the day. So how's that going to affect the colorful show we used to watch him on compared to what he's going to go into in ESPN.
Well, that's where it's going to be messed up. He's, I can't say I'm like one of his loyal followers, but I've seen plenty of his shows.
Yeah.
And, what made him popular, what got him all his followers to his show was he just tells it like it is.
He does.
He doesn't sugarcoat nothing. He doesn't try to keep from hurting anybody's feelings. Yes, F-bombs left and right. Well, you're not going to Disney and doing that. And he is swearing, oh, no, we're not changing, in his words, we're not changing one damn thing. I'm sorry, Disney-owned ESPN ain't going to allow that.
Yeah, and the guy he's replacing, well, I ain't going to say he's replacing, but I don't remember his first name, but his last name is Levitard.
Levitard.
Levitard?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's French. He looks Mexican. But anyways, Hispanic? Is that a better analogy for you? Anyways, he left him a thing on Twitter.
I don't know. You're telling the story.
Well, he told him on Twitter, how you don't change a thing, this and that, which is another thing breaks him up. Because ESPN is going through like a company-wide firing.
Yeah, but they do that every 2 or 3 years.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. ESPN's like Campbell Soup over here.
Oh, yeah.
Every couple of years, they get rid of everybody. And the problem, or the thing is, I love it because half the people they got employed need to be gotten rid of.
You talking about Campbell Soup?
No, I'm talking about ESPN. So
good.
But
I'll get a trademark sign on that one.
half them, copyright infringement. But half of them need to be gotten rid of anyway. But
Okay.
You want to talk about the money that he's getting and all that. He's got FanDuel as a sponsor. And, and he's had, right. And he has plenty of other sponsors.
Yeah.
When you get the following somebody like him has.
He does have a good follow, I'll give you that.
If he walks out and has a shirt on that says, Blues Brothers.
Larry Flint for president.
You can bet your ass somebody paid him to wear that shirt.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It ain't like, it's like if we had that kind of show, the koozie that I keep my beer in would have somebody's name on it that was giving us money.
Yeah.
So it's not just the FanDuel money. So ESPN has to be paying him out the wazoo to be there. But, you're going to kill your show. You're killing everything that made that show popular.
Yeah, and he worked a long time to get that show up to where it was.
Right.
It's a tremendous show.
And everything that's made it popular, ESPN is going to take away. And he wants to stand there and tell us, no, we're not changing one damn thing. You may not know you're lying to us, but you're lying to us. ESPN's going to take that thing over. It's going to be watered down. It's going to be nothing like what you're used to watching.
Now, is there going to be like a no-compete clause in his new contract? I
haven't seen, but I would 100% bet that there is.
The McAfee show is just going to be done.
It's done. Yeah. Right.
No more of that show.
ESPN will own it.
Yeah, because he's taking his cohorts with him.
Yeah.
And they're evidently coming to the show with him somehow or another.
Well, yeah, I see that.
So they won't be allowed to compete, guys. So they'll all be just done. So whatever he's making off that, he's going to support them with it.
Yeah, but you can't tell me he ain't supporting them off the FanDuel money.
You're probably right. But FanDuel, if you're looking for a couple of commentators.
Yeah, he's out. We're in, here. Buddy. We're in.
We have no problem dropping the F-bomb. Matter of fact, we had a show one night just counting how many times old E said it.
Yeah, that was bad.
I've been trying to be better. Well, man, it looks like we're getting real close to one more topic.
All right, what you got? Give me one more, and we'll call it a night after that.
After that, then we got the top 10 list, and then we'll call that a night.
Well, okay.
You know what cracks me up about Africa?
Well, since Africa's cracking up, tell me what cracks
That's
you
it,
up?
exactly. Africa is cracking up. Has anybody out there heard this? Africa has a fault line in it that nobody knew about, evidently, for a long time there. But the last several years, they've discovered it. And it is completely almost up the middle of Africa. Well, Africa just had an earthquake last month that caused a opening in their continental divide area from a couple of feet to like over 15, 20 feet. An earthquake hit and separated Africa like over 25 feet in spots.
Oh, wow. Like they've always said it's going to happen to California, and then one half will just fall in the ocean.
Exactly. They always say California's going to fall into the ocean. Well, Africa is going through some stuff. They are splitting.
Oh, hell.
And this was supposed to be like 30,000 years, something we're never going to see. But this earthquake advanced it far enough that there's actually going to be a possibility that our grandkids could actually see them split.
Oh, wow.
And you know how Africa is up there. They got Greece and Italy up there above them, and you got Madagascar off to the side. Well, they're saying this is going to be a second continent because it's going to be so large. Africa is the biggest continent on Earth. And for it to split in two would leave still two pretty good sized large continents.
Right, but you just made perfect sense as to why this is happening. If you got Greece above it, you know it's running down, so that's going to eventually make things start moving around.
You're absolutely right. But, one section is going to be like the Somalian area. And, what does that say? Pangea 2.0. Exactly. You know what the Pangea is?
I have no idea. I was going to ask somebody to explain that to me.
And
that's why I threw it on the screen.
That's like, it's kind of like the Great Divide. You know how they said in the very beginning all the plates were together?
Okay.
We've gone too far on this. So, how about we break out the top 10 list?
Well, no, I still want to hear about Africa. I didn't know what Pangea 2.0 meant, so I wanted you to explain it to me.
Well, it's where continents that are here are going to start trying to separate. California, that would be a Pangea. But California isn't just going to break off into its own continent. California's supposed to just break off into the sea. He's laughing his ass off. I'm probably saying all kinds of stuff wrong.
Right.
That's why we have the show with fans. So y'all can step in here and help us.
And correct us when we're screwing up.
Break your books out. Help us out.
Anyways,
Africa is cracking right down the middle. Well, not right down the middle. Off to the side.
But it's going to make two different continents.
Yeah.
And what's going to be in the middle?
An ocean. They're going to rename an ocean when it goes through there. But it's kind of like the Indian Ocean. It's not really an ocean. You got the 7 oceans.
It's going to be like a bay.
It's going to be like a big-ass bay.
Right.
It's going to be the Straits of Magellan tenfold.
So is that like probably going to, make Panama Canal? Somewhere where you can get through Africa now and just split the middle and go to the other side of the ocean.
Pretty much, but it's going to be sideways.
All right, well, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. If it's going to put
it's going to mess up the soccer teams. We're going to have to put in new teams because that other continent over there. I'm kind of eager. Well, I'll never get to see it myself, but because of this earthquake that happened, it really. I'm talking about they were looking at something that looked more than the wide of this refrigerator. And now it's bigger than this house. And it's deep. And they're like, whoa, this is really about to happen.
But what'd really be cool would be if it didn't fill up with water and become an ocean. If it was just like this huge crevice in the middle of Africa that just went down to the gates of hell.
The gates of hell. Where that Mahomes should live.
Right.
Mahomes.
All right. Well, brother, we have gotten so far out of whack here.
Yeah.
How about we throw off a top 10 real quick? And
we're going to go right into the top 10 list of Kyle's weird points of news.
Well, this one is actually not so much a weird point of news as feeding right in to what we normally do, which is, I hope y'all will go look at our shorts. I hope y'all have been looking at our shorts, but mostly they're dad jokes, and we actually try to refrain from saying shit, damn hell, and Ed's occasional F-bomb on
Our shorts are wholesome.
them. Mostly. So
Somewhat.
what I got for you here, Ed, is the top 10 most dirty dad jokes.
The most dirty dad jokes.
And I warn you ahead of time, these are dad jokes. So there's a couple of them you're going to go, yeah.
We all know what dad jokes. They're somewhat funny with a face palm.
Right. So the very first one.
Is this number 10?
That's number 10.
All right.
A mosquito's grandfather became a divorce lawyer. He's already a bloodsucker parasite, but now he has a briefcase.
I get the funny in that. I get it.
I'm not laughing like that dude is. I mean, but I get the joke. Jeremy says they're khakis.
They're khakis.
My best friend is addicted to taking blurry pictures in the shower. He has serious self-esteem issues.
Self-esteem issues.
Once again, I'm not laughing like them dudes are, but I get it, Now this one I do kind of like. I knew I was becoming like my father when I saw the disappointed look in my mother's eyes.
I like that one.
With me, it's more my wife. I see her disappointment when she looks at me. But,
it's in a lot of our eyes.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy.
Asshole. What's the difference between a vampire and an anemic?
I don't know.
One sucks blood and the other's blood sucks.
I like that one.
All right, I'm laughing like him. It's kind of like, all right, I'm not going to.
Try not to spit out your
I'm not
beer.
going to laugh, but, I could. Careful with the blue pill. We just found out Grandpa is now addicted to Viagra. We told him to call the Viagra addiction hotline, but we had no luck convincing him to follow the steps. I don't get that one.
I don't either. There's only so many steps in it, Take pills, screw girl.
Right. After 4 hours, call the doctor.
After 4 hours, take the hat off the hat rack. Let's make a call.
Steve Harvey apparently got it. My dad said I should never go to a cheap and sleazy strip club because I might see something I should never see. Well, I went to one anyway. I saw my dad. I do like that one.
I like that one too.
Matter of fact, y'all be looking out on our shorts. We'll probably use
throw
that
one on there.
Yeah. Presumably, the Yeti's father has snowballs.
Did you say the Yetis?
Yeah.
It's Yeti.
I know. If you can say Mahomes.
You're right.
Had to go to the doctor because I've been having irregular bowel movements. They diagnosed me with all kinds of weird shit.
We're going to use that
I
one
like
too.
that one too. I'll
That's
use
a
that. Y'all be looking at the shorts. You'll see some of these. I love them in the memes. I love those on all the memes.
Ray Liotta.
Oh, I didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
All right. My dad's golf group has started using their penises instead of golf clubs.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I thought it was strange, so I asked. He says, well, he's never seen a dick without a hole in one. Yeah,
That's a 12 beer in on the back of the tailgate joke.
Yeah. Chicken eggs have perfected the art of getting laid without the need for a cock.
They have. Science, y'all.
That's all you got. I asked my dad, by the way, number one dad joke. I asked my dad for filthy dad jokes. He is too old to keep them coming.
All right, that's a pretty good list.
All right, not bad, not bad. I've had worse top 10 lists we've thrown up on here. So, well, we're about at the end of our hour, brother.
We are.
You are.
I think it was a good show. We
It's
had
a good
time.
show. Hey, we appreciate y'all coming in and talking with us.
Appreciate the comments.
And anytime you got something you want to throw in there, throw it in there at us. Hell, we'll talk about whatever. We don't mind. Except for goats. We're not talking about goats no more, Jeremy.
And just so everybody knows, Chiefs suck. I say we call it a night, have us a cold beer.
All right. Get us a cold beer. Let's get out of there. Hey, we really do appreciate everybody that watches this.
But
you slammed that beer so damn hard you shook the camera.
I would like to leave the crowd with one joke.
All right, give it to me.
What's the biggest joke in Kansas City?
I already know
Travis
that
Kelce.
one.
Can I get a cheers, my brother? Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all next time.
Maybe put on my old man glasses.
Don't forget to watch the dancing moves. I always leave you one more. Dab. Dab. Is it dab or dap?
It's
Good night.